Good morning, guys. How is everybody? On today's vlog we are going to do a little bit of a time shift compression, and we're going to jump in the timeline 4 episodes forward. Well, 4 days forward. 4 days compressed into 1 episode. I did it once before in an effort to bring the vlog current, and I'm gonna do it again because first of all, the days I'm gonna talk about did not really have a lot of cool stuff happening, and I'll explain why. And second of all, we are behind and I have to bring the vlog current because it is supposed to be daily vlogging. So this has been my issue recently. I can't keep up, and in order to bring everything current and more up to date, I have to make some shortcuts. Basically what you're looking at already right now happened on March 26th. It was a very sleepy and rainy and kind of boring day. First of all, we were really tired after the wedding that we photographed and filmed the day before. The wedding was awesome. Really wonderful experience. But when you shoot weddings and you want to do them well, you give your 100%. That's just what happens. So then when you come back and the day is long, next day all you want to do is sleep. On March 26th, we did basically 2 things. Sheridan was with us, so we went to a pet store. You can see me here dancing with a parrot, so that's random. The parrot that was in the store was responding to several sentences and dancing Macarena, so we were trying to just have some conversation with a parrot. And later that day we just wanted to do something fun with Sheridan again, so we went bowling. So here's a few frames from I don't even remember what happened in the evening. We just went to bed early again because we were so tired from this wedding. Then came March 27th, and that was the day of Blonnie's surgery, and it was just a very stressful time for both of us, obviously, and I seriously did not feel like vlogging. I recorded a little bit that day, but it definitely wasn't a full day like I would normally do, so here it is. It is the morning of Blonnie's 2nd serious surgery, and even though the doctors say this one is less invasive than the first one, it actually seems to us like it's more serious than the first one. And to be completely honest with you guys, I don't really know what to do with this. It just doesn't seem like a good idea to vlog right now while this is happening, and it's so stressful and serious. This is how you know what's happening to your patient, to your family member, by this board. No names, just codes for obvious reasons. I guess today I am Mr. Brooks again. Well, Blonnie's in surgery. Now we can just wait and hope that the doctors, I know they will do the best they can, but it doesn't hurt to keep your fingers crossed. Blonnie came home right on March 28th, the day after the surgery, so it was only 1 day in hospital. And March 28th, as well as the next few days, were kind of all the same. We were basically sitting at home, letting her recover, and once a day I would go grocery shopping or just buy whatever we needed. And it was just calm days of basically sitting at home, working on whatever there was to catch up on in terms of photo and video processing. And the weather was pretty horrible all that time. It's like the weather knew what we were going through. It was just miserably cold and rainy all the time, every single day.
Did you know that they made me sign a document saying I was just in observation and not in the actual hospital because insurance would not cover hospitalization after the mastectomy?
Really?
Did you know that?
I didn't know that.
Isn't that ridiculous?
That is crazy. Good morning, guys. This is your favorite vlogger, David M, reporting on March 28th of 2017. Yes, they call me Mr. Brooks at the hospital. You can't change it. You can try to explain to people that the last names are different, but it doesn't have much effect. They just assume if you're the husband, your last name must be the same, and it doesn't matter what you say. Every label, every phone call, every reference to you is automatically Mr. Brooks. So I just don't fight it, because it doesn't make sense. It's lost time trying to explain to everybody before you start talking to them that the last name is actually different. It mostly doesn't matter unless we get into some sort of a legal situation where I'm gonna be called fraud or fake or whatever, but hopefully that doesn't happen. Imagine that there is some, whatever, hypothetical crazy legal situation in hospital where they have to pull the security camera footage, and there I am walking around with Brooks on my chest instead of my real last name. I wonder how that would influence things. So the story is, I couldn't stay overnight this time because Blonnie is in a shared room in hospital. It's not a big private room like it was last time at the University of Maryland, where she had her first surgery. So they kicked me out at 9 p.m. Now it's 9 a.m. the next day. I'm going back. She's definitely coming back home tonight, so that's also great news. She already had breakfast this morning, as she told me over text. So things are going very well. And some of you asked, what happens next? What's after this? Well, hopefully nothing. Fingers crossed. This was to remove the original tumor that started the whole thing, and the remaining tissue that has cancer that they could see. And that has all been done as far as I can tell. So there's going to be some testing next, and hopefully she's pronounced no evidence of disease, which is absolutely amazing. I'm cautiously optimistic about it right now because as much as things are going very well, in those cases you just have to be very careful before you pronounce someone cured. But chances are good. Chances are very good, guys. And hopefully we can bring that announcement to you in a few days. That would be absolutely amazing. Hey guys, an evening update from our house. It's pretty much sunset time right now. My voice is still recovering, but it's sounding better and better with every hour, although it's still pretty sexy, so enjoy it while it lasts. Blonnie has been successfully brought home from hospital. She's somewhere in the background there. Say hi.
Hi.
You can hear her. You can't see her today because she doesn't want to be shown. She's not in a vlog mode yet, although I'm sure in a few days she's gonna come back.
I'm topless.
Huh?
I'm topless.
Okay, well, I'm putting this in. Sometimes there are just those days when there simply isn't much to report. There are things to report, like Blonnie's getting over her surgery, so I'm left here without my partner. And while she is doing good, it's a slow recovery this time. It's gonna take a few days before you can see her again, before she's good enough to be on the vlog. So you're stuck with me for a few days. Other than that, we're just sitting at home. I'm taking care of her. She's trying to get better. It's a slow process. And I'm trying to catch up on work a little bit. And that's pretty much it for today. It's an absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous, amazing day today. The past 2 days have been pretty gloomy and dark. And sometimes it's amazing how nature correlates to your mood. I already told you guys I was pretty stressed out about this surgery, and it was a lot of pressure and just uncertainty, and for some reason I was way more stressed out than with the previous surgery, even though the doctors kept saying this one is less dangerous. So that's the end of the first compression episode. There's likely to be another one, but the next video on this channel is unfortunately only for Polish audience, and for a very specific reason, because the episode is called Ponglish, and it's about the language that Polish people created here in US for themselves. It is the language we speak, as you may well figured it out by now, is basically a mix of Polish and English. I think this kind of happens with every nation that immigrates into US in large numbers, and it's just funny, and I had to talk about it. And I also wanted to do another episode in Polish for all my Polish viewers. Normally I translate into English. This one unfortunately is untranslatable due to the nature of the very video. Apologies for that, but I'm gonna try and post another one right after that really quickly so we can get back into the regular rhythm of this vlog. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. We'll see you very soon. Why would you do that? Why would you jump? Is that how we... Unbelievable.